Hi dear students, welcome to this lesson. We are going to talk about revolutions. First, we'll talk about the scientific revolution. Then we are going to talk about the American Revolution. And finally, we will talk about the French Revolution. So let's start with the first one, which is the scientific revolution. So what is it? What is scientific revolution? Scientific revolution is the name given to a period of drastic change that took place during the 16th and 17th centuries. Basically, revolution, the word revolution means a big change. So the scientific revolution was a period which lasted around, let's say, 200 years, and it was a very big change that took place in the scientific field. It replaced the Greek view of nature that had dominated science for almost 2,000 years. So it was a replacement for this Greek view. So how long was the scientific revolution? As I told you, around 200 years, from 16th to the 17th century. Who were the important scientists of the scientific revolution and what were their discoveries? First, we had Isaac Newton, lived between 1642 to 1726. He was a British scientist. He discovered the three laws of physics. His vast discoveries was in physics, mathematics, astronomy, that led to the Newtonian universe, where the infinite universe could be described through mathematics that analyze matter in motion. Number two is René Descartes, who lived from 1596 to 1650. Of course, you don't need to memorize the dates for the exam, but he was a mathematician, philosopher in French rather than Latin. So more people could read his books, and where he promoted the practice of deductive reasoning. So he had the famous idea of, I said, I think, therefore I am. So his, let's say, foundings was based on what he actually was thinking, like based on his personal thoughts, let's say. So the sentence, I think, therefore I am, is like what they actually found out was based on their ideas, based on their thoughts. It was not based on the facts or realities. Next scientist was Galileo Galilei, who was from Italy, and he discovered the heliocentric universe, which is a model that the sun is in the center and the other planets are rotating around the sun. The church ordered Galileo to abandon Copernican idea of the nature of the universe. You know, Nicholas Copernicus, this Copernican idea refers to Nicholas Copernicus, who was the first scientist to actually give the heliocentric idea. Next is Francis Bacon. He was a famous philosopher and scientist who developed the inductive reasoning, or as you have in your book, the scientific method. So the scientific method was actually invented by Francis Bacon. Nicholas Copernicus is the next scientist. This guy proved that the Earth was not stationary in space and revolved around the sun. He was a member of church and waited until the year of his death to publish his findings, which started the so-called Copernican revolution. Because, as I told you, he was the first scientist to give the idea of universe to be heliocentric. Now let's talk about the American Revolution. American Revolution comes next. So what was it? The American Revolution, also called the U.S. War of Independence, was a series of actions that happened between America and the Great Britain and finally led to the independence of the United States of America, which started with the Declaration of Independence in 1776. When did the American Revolution start and end? It actually started in 1775 and ended in 1783. So what was the cause and effect of the American Revolution? First, talk about the cause. The cause was the Great Britain needed money, and because of this, they taxed the colonists in America. So the cause was the need of Britain for money that led to taxing American colonists. And the effect was that the colonists boycotted British goods. So they also organized the Sons of Liberty and Daughters of Liberty. What was outcome of American Revolution? It was the independence of United States of America. And also Britain recognized the United States of America as an independent country. Now let's talk about the French Revolution. Before the French Revolution, we had the state system there, which divided the society into three groups. First group was the clergies, the second state was the nobility, and the third state was the commoners. So the third state was ordinary people like the peasants, like the workers, farmers. The second states were the nobility, like people like doctors, maybe engineers, scientists, they were the nobility. And the first state, which were the clergy, was like the people who were religious somehow. They were they had the religion, science, and stuff. So when did the French Revolution start and how long did it last? The French Revolution began in 1789 and lasted until 1794. So it lasted for about 5 years, right? So what were the 5 causes of the French Revolution? The first one was the state system. The second one was the absolutism. Next, ideas stemming from Enlightenment, food shortages, and the American Revolution. What was the outcome of French Revolution actually? As a result of French Revolution, actually the French monarchy ended. The revolution began with a meeting of the States General Versailles and ended when Napoleon Bonaparte took power in November 1799. Before 1789, France was ruled by nobles and Catholic Church. So the Napoleon Bonaparte was the new king with the beginning of the French Revolution. Actually, with the end of the revolution, that change happened. So why do we need a constitution? First, what is the word constitution? What is the meaning of it? It means a set of rules to control a country. A set of rules that government set to control a country. Actually, we need a constitution because we need a government to protect our national rights to life, liberty, and property. The constitution is the fundamental law within which the government must operate. That's it. If you had any other questions, I would like you to ask me. We had the lessons. So please make sure you review this file. This is very important. You had the summary of the 3 revolutions here, the scientific revolution, the American Revolution, and the French Revolution. Good luck, everyone. I hope you do your best on the exam.